So you are in this place now. You are in this place where you don't know how to get things started again. Essentially, you have tried all the things, you have done all the diets, you have really pushed yourself, worked out like crazy, and yet the scale is not moving, or it might be moving in the opposite direction than what you want it. Why is that? And what can you do to fix it? Well, there is hope for you, I promise. You are not alone, and a lot of women have been here and maybe are here right now. But it's because the diet industry sells us on these restrictive ways of living in a sense to lose weight. They never teach you how to come out of these things, right? So you've got to be able to come out of the diet. You've got to be able to come back to that place to refuel your body so it will relax and not adapt at such a low level that it's a detriment to your hormones, to your thyroid, to your metabolism, to your digestion, to all the things, and you just feel better. And that's exactly what the CCS metabolic fat loss method does. But to get started for yourself today, the first steps that you need to focus on is how much protein are you eating? How much sleep are you getting? And what do your workouts look like? So let's chat about that. So how much protein are you eating? Do you optimize protein? Do you realize what it can do for you specifically? Because you should. And protein is one of our biggest building blocks in our bodies. All of our cells need it. And it helps us build our metabolism because it helps build and repair muscle mass when we work out, right? So we need that. So protein should be a priority when you are trying to obtain fat loss. I would aim to get 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight of your goal body weight per day. So that means if you aim to be 120 pounds, you need to be aiming for about 100 to 120 grams of protein. Now, how do you know how much you're eating? Track. This doesn't mean you have to track for the rest of your life, but it means that you need to know where you're at. And I recommend doing this for 2 weeks. Don't make any big changes to your lifestyle, to what you're eating. Just start tracking. See where you're at. Then slowly, if you're far off from that number, build it up. Start doing that. Make protein the priority at every meal. Build your meals around protein. For example, breakfast, have a protein shake or overnight oats with protein powder or collagen. Have eggs with veggies or whatever you want. Have sausage. You can even have meat. You can have whatever for breakfast, but just make sure that there's some protein in it. Then for lunch and dinner, same thing. Have your lean meats, have your fish, have your whatever protein is optimal or desired from you, and build around that. So add in veggies, add the salad, add whatever you want, the complex carbs, but focus on that protein. For your sleep, how is it? If you are not sleeping, if you are not recovering enough, then that is going to just cause cortisol, your stress hormone, to be through the roof over time. So we've got to make sure that we're allowing our body to recover. Without recovery, nothing can really happen. Our body doesn't detox optimally. It doesn't allow our cells and stuff to regenerate as they should. And it also doesn't help you get the results that you want from your workouts. So focus on sleep. Helps decrease stress, which we have stress from all over right now. I'm sure in your life you've got some stressful things going on internally and externally. So focus on that. Get 7 to 8 hours a night. Really aim to get that. Set up a sleep routine. Start turning off electronics at a certain time and really focus on those things. And the third thing is look at your workouts. How are they right now? What do I mean by that? I mean, have you been doing the same thing for a very long time? Because your body adapts. If you tend to go to the gym and just kind of wing it, you always end up lifting the same weights for the same amount of reps. You go to the same exercises. You need to change it up. You should change your workouts up every 4 to 6 weeks, essentially. And you should focus on doing, yes, the same things throughout that time frame, but seeing strength, seeing yourself improve upon those exercises during that time. You should feel better. If you're doing something more cardiovascular focused, it should get easier, or you should get faster. If you are focusing on strength, you should get stronger. You should be able to lift a little bit more from week 1 to week 4 or 6 with the same rep ranges of that exercise. If you're not, then that means you're under fueling or there's some other things going on, under recovering, kind of like we just mentioned. You also want to make sure that you're not overdoing it. If you are working out 2 times a day, for example, every day during the week, or you're doing just high intensity stuff and you never just do strength, or you're just running and never do strength or resistance training, switch it up. Don't overdo it. Make sure you're allowing recovery in between, because that's really where the magic happens. If you're not able to recover, the results are only going to get you so far. So make sure that you're doing the workouts that are working or right for your body in this time. If you are overly stressed, doing something that is just adding a ton more stress to your body, that's super high intensity, super just taxing, it's going to hurt you more than it's going to help you. So focus on the recovery. Do things that help promote muscle growth, so strength train, and make sure you're changing up things such as your rep ranges, your strength or your resistance, your rest times, the way you structure things, straight sets, supersets. Change it up so you keep your body guessing every few weeks. That doesn't mean every week, it means every few weeks. If you do body part splits, maybe do a total body workout. These things matter because it helps your body kind of work to adapt. We don't want it fully to adapt. We want it to keep working and striving to, because that's where muscle is built and that is where fat is lost. So those 3 things are really what you can focus on now. If you want to find out more specifically about how this program, the CCS Metabolic Fat Loss Method program, can help you, then just simply hit the link below and fill out the inquiry form, and someone will contact you soon.